Bordeaux here at the Utah Regionals. Who we got here today?
Kevin Ponce, Frankie's channel favorite.
Oh, nice. There you go. We got RXSLC over here. And then, what place did you get today?
I got third.
Nice. How many rounds was it?
8.
Sweet. And then, what was your record after Swiss?
X1.
Nice. What was your loss to?
The Goo, Sprite, Runic, for hire.
Oh yeah, that kind of crazy.
Mans drew 18 cards on me and I just got cooked.
Yeah, that's what the deck does. Yeah. Before we get into the profile, any shout outs for you?
Utah homies, of course. Vector,
Ricky.
Yeah, my draft.
Cool.
Jordy, he didn't get a shout out in the last video. He got cut off. Ekroth, Matt.
Not him.
Andrew
again.
Bosker, the homies behind the camera.
Yeah.
Easton, Joey, Dom, everyone. Mom and Dad.
God, yes, Mom and Dad are always insane. So,
Yeah.
First of all, what deck did you even play?
Mathmech, the Joshua Schmidt deck.
There's no way.
Shout
out Josh Schmidt. Hey, man,
the one circular.
Circular is infinite?
This card's at 1?
What? What fan list?
That's crazy. Yeah, if you want to go ahead, we'll get right into the profile, man.
Yeah. All right, well, Mathmech cards, 1 circular, of course. And
So, how was that, like, with the new ban list? Like, did it affect, like, how the deck performed, like, turn, like, 3 or, like, after your first play? Like, cause it's, like, does it conflict with the follow-up and stuff, or?
I mean, it does hurt the follow-up a little bit because, I mean, it's just a free body every single turn. I only hard opened this once today. I have so many ways to search it, so
Yeah.
I mean the consistency sense for my turn 1 isn't awful because I still just have so many ways to get to it. So turn 1 combo's fine. Follow-ups, what's kind of rough if you don't have access to diameter, you need to really like manage your resources with like Sigma and to be able to keep bringing it back. So that part's a little hard with follow-up, but for the most part it was fine. Like I had my ways.
Nice.
But yeah, just so 1 circular, 2 diameter, 2 Sigma, 2 addition, 2 subtraction. So these are all the Mathmech names.
And then, so why only 2 diameter? Because I saw, like, last one people were, like, opting to play 3 of it because, like, you know, it's kind of like a decent...
The diameter?
Yeah.
Oh, because we're playing the Firewall package.
Okay.
This was originally the main normal summon, but because of the Firewall package, this is now your primary normal summon, the 3 Defensor and then the 1 Guardian.
And how was that for you today?
Really good. I really contemplated not playing it because I didn't want to open Guardian because it's a brick if you open like these 2. I only opened this once today, so it worked out just fine for me. Discard this off, sign it, and then normal diameter, bring this back is insane because it still allows you to combo off with the Firewall package.
Nice.
But yeah, just more ways to get into diameter, or into circular. And then 3x parallel Exceed.
Yeah.
Handtraps, double nib, double ogre, double ash, double veiler, 1 mourner, drolls, and then 1 curry card and 1 Santa Claus.
Okay, so what's up with the ratios here?
These are just mainly to have a variety for bridges because of the small world.
Yeah.
So that's really just it. Like, I want to have hand traps that I can open and draw off circular, or not circular, Heat Soul. And I just don't want to play 3 ofs to, you know, draw too many of the same one, just to have a nice variety pretty much. Because this deck's still like a hand trap deck at the end of the day because you need to play monsters for the small world.
And how was the ogre? Because I know, like, with last format is a little bit better just because of Wakashi being in the format, super heavy, but now that deck's not really relevant, how did that card perform for you today?
Actually pretty good against the runic sprites that I did play, and then against the caches that I played. It gets rid of the birth, and then it gets rid of the runic field spell. I mean, whenever I use this, it was mainly for a bridge, but there were a couple times where I did hit like the field spell and the runic and the birth. So it was good still for me because I did expect a lot of cash. And then 6 more circular actually.
Nice.
And then I played 1 call by, 1 cross out, and double tactics, harpies, equation, and then the super pack.
So why the cross out there? It's just like there's another like you want like your plays to go through, or
yeah, just another call by, and with like the large variety of hand traps that I play, like this is bound to hit something. never used it today, so it didn't really matter. But that was just the theory behind it, just to have like 3 counters for hand traps if my plays get stopped.
Right.
And I feel like with Mathmech, if you stop like the super factorial setup, you can at least still get like a heat soul setup, and then I rip a card out of your hand, and I have hand traps to stop your plays, and then I pop off next turn.
Yeah.
So that's why I opted more of this over like the designator. And I didn't want to lose the back row, so
Yeah.
it's the main deck. Extra, Almirage, Lingaribo, Double Splash, Jammer, G Golem.
What does that card do?
G Golem's insane. So it's kind of like a new Splash Mage, kind of. It just requires 2 Cybers, and you can revive any Earth Link from your graveyard. So Access or Transcode.
Okay.
So you bring this back. Transcode is co-linked now because it has to summon to the arrow. This gains a counter. This gives Transcode 600, lets it attack twice, lets it pierce. This actually won me the very last round. And then you access code, bring back your Splash Mage, and then bring back more, and just keep going. So
Nice.
it makes it so you don't have to play double Transcode.
Okay.
The 1 Heat Soul, the 1 Access Code, the Dark Fluid package. And then Alan Bershin. Don't look at this gold.
Oh.
Double Alan Bershin and the 1 Laplation, and then I actually played the 1 Final Sigma.
How was that?
Never summoned it.
Okay.
I didn't know. I had a 15th slot. I didn't really know what to throw in.
You don't want to do a second access code?
Not really, because this fulfills the same role. I never summoned this, but there was a play that came up where I was able to, going second, I Laplation my opponent during their turn to like out their board, and then I can still super factorial into this. It came up because I did have that set up, but he had already scooped by then, so I never got it to set it up. But that was kind of like also the point behind it, because it just becomes a towers at that point, and doesn't like fully make super factorial dead.
Okay.
If I have to Laplation going first. Or second, sorry. Side was just Crow. My side, I wasn't like super confident on. There was like half cards I just never really used and wasn't really sure about. But anyway, Crow, an extra Santa Claus, Pink, Cosmics, 2 Degrees, 2 Anti-Spell, and then 3 Super Ancient Organism.
So how was that?
Never flipped this. I sided this in a lot against Cash. I sided it against my last round branded player. Never saw it, but like I mean, in theory, it's supposed to be insane. Just beats Sword Soul, kind of beats Cash, slows him down at least a little bit, and then beats branded pretty much. But never saw it. This card won me 2 games. This was insane against Cash, actually going first. You just hit their birth and their field spell. This was just for branded, so I don't get puppet locked and just anything like any other hand traps aren't good against. An extra Kaiju, trap decks.
So why Santa Claus instead of like an actual Kaiju? Is it like more bridges with Small World, or like do you
Yeah,
want him to draw a card, or?
Well, it's easier to bridge and easier, and it's in case I ran into the Newman Turtle.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, just a good bridge.
Okay.
But yeah, that is the list.
Sweet. Well, congrats again on the top.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're gonna see you at Nationals this year?
I should be there, yeah.
Sweet. Yeah.
Maybe this deck. I don't know. We'll see.
All right. Sweet. Well, yeah. Thanks for the profile, man. Have a good one.
All right. Thank you. Peace.